Okay, it's
4:30 p.m.
almost 4:30, so we've been in there for 7 hours.
Yeah, 7 hours.
And that's what, like twice as long as it usually is, right?
Well, about 2 hours longer than it normally is. 2 hours longer than it normally is.
And it was longer just because they were busy. They had a lot of people to look after.
Well, and they were moving a little slow. They only had one doctor on staff, and we did live cell microscopy to start things off on.
Right.
So there were some complicating factors, but yeah, that was definitely an extenuating circumstances visit, for sure.
So in the summary of the day, we went in, got some microscopic blood work done, which is live cell stuff, and then you went in and got prepped. You got a bunch of injections, which prepped the chemo.
Right.
Then they hooked you up for chemo, and they put you through the sugar crash. After the sugar crash, your next job was to get the sugar and the blood sugar back up, and they were checking that regularly to make sure that you leveled out at, I think 100 was the goal, and you got to 99, and that was great.
That's fine, yeah.
And then at the end of that, they had a drip of vitamin C going in you, and that was, did you say it was 6,000 IUs?
I said it was about 75 grams.
75 grams, which, how does that map out to?
I don't remember what the IU to gram conversion is.
I might look that up, but it's massive. It's, you can have a lot of vitamin C and it has no accumulative stress or toxicity, so pretty much all clinics use vitamin C drips.
I mean, when people just think about the fact that it's usually measured in milligrams,
right?
And you're getting, 500 milligrams, which is half a gram,
right?
In an individual capsule or a tablet,
right?
That gives them kind of an idea of how massive a dose that is.
Right. Now, one other thing, we went to the bathroom like 8 times, I think, and that's because they're just throwing so many liquids in you. It's just a massive dosage of liquids.
Right.
Plus, you already have a small bladder, apparently, right?
Apparently so. Apparently, I am about to be the world's first pregnant man.
Right.
And I was drinking a lot of fluids on top of that, too.
The world's first pregnant man? Didn't Arnold Schwarzenegger beat you to that in Twins?
I think you're right.
Yeah. So, he certainly made the state of California pregnant. Did I say that? Pregnant with debt? Anyway, that's another story. So, all right, so we're heading back home. It's an hour trip home. So, an hour trip there, an hour trip home, and then 7 hours there. So, that's a 9-hour day for Matt. That's a long frickin' day.
It's a long day for that other Matt, too.
It's not an issue. I just went into my deep Zen Buddhist state, pretended I was in the Matrix. I ate the red pill this time. And
how'd that go for you?
Yeah, that was pretty good, actually. So it's all good. So what usually happens now is you're pretty tired from the treatment and you're going to rest overnight, and then tomorrow it knocks you about a little bit, doesn't it, the day after?
I've been knocked pretty squarely about pretty chronically,
right?
Since I started these treatments, and so I'm always fatigued, but always a little bit more the day of.
Right.
The day after, it kind of goes back to normal, which means I'll have to have a nap somewhere during the day, and I'll start going to bed early again and getting up, after at least an 8.5 hour sleep, just because.
Right.
Yeah, it's back to normal, but.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's Maddie's treatment day, and we'll like you to listen to the update for the auction that's going to be coming up, and please participate in that as heavily as you can.
We'd love you to do that. There's some great stuff to participate in. It's worth it, man.
Yeah. Now that I'm down closer to Matt, I'm going to be able to get more updates to you. We talked about this today, and we're going to try and keep the conversation going as often as we can. So hope that this has been useful for you today, and that you can keep supporting Matt, sending him your love and sending him anything else you can.
Thank you for anything and everything. And thanks for listening to these, even at the very least.
Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome. And so on that note, as we drive off into the sunset, there's the sunset somewhere. We'll catch you soon, everyone.